Hello everyone, and welcome to another Retro Kalamazoo update, either the third or fourth. Don't quite remember how many of these I've done, but we're back on the iPhone mode today, so hopefully some better shots, hopefully. As you can see, we do have a different building this time, and that is because after doing some research on Wikipedia, I know they're not the best site, but also Kalamazoo's website, their history page on their website, I determined that my previous building, it wasn't good anyways. So I haven't really gotten a complete picture of what the old terminal looked like, but they did complete renovations on the new one in 2011. And that's why the new building looks the way it does. But the old one did have 2 jet bridges. But on Wikipedia it says the building was small, rather small, only had the 2 jet bridges. That would be gates 2 and 3 here. But also on Kalamazoo's website, they said they expanded the aprons, so I figure that they probably had more than just 2 gates considering the amount of airlines they got, especially after they did the renovations, like in well, those happened in '89, so it would have been the '90s. They had a lot of airlines flying here in the '90s. I don't have the aircraft to do a real good airport update for Kalamazoo back then. I'll have to acquire some more. Unfortunately, a lot of those models have not been made because they were, commuter jets. They're really small. But I can do these 2000s updates pretty easy with these models that we see here, and a new edition that I think I've already shown it before in this opening shot, and this will all be in one shot too, so handheld video. Just like the old days of model airport YouTube. So yeah, this is kind of what I just figured. So gates 1 and 2 are for Northwest. Once they get a Delta CRJ-200, an old Delta Connection CRJ-200, that will go here in gate 2. Then we have American Eagle over here in gate 3. Actually, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I might have Northwest at gate 2 because they have the bigger DC-9, which is the largest aircraft here at this time. And then we have American Eagle and then United then 3 and 4. So I'm not sure if gates 1 and 4 existed in that connotation back then. I don't know exactly what the gates were. I just kind of made this terminal out of scratch. Actually, that end piece there, these last 2 probably, you know what, I'm just gonna, I think that's more accurate. So never mind all that back there. That's just the old Kalamazoo building. Or the new Kalamazoo building. This is the old one, but that's what it was originally on the table. Anyways, we'll get the update started here. We'll save the best for last. I'd say Northwest is the best. We'll save them till the end. But here we have the American Eagle E145 in the old livery, and this one's of course doing the Chicago turn today, as they are still doing today and have done for like 2 decades. And here we have the United Express operated by Air Wisconsin CRJ-200. They also operated SkyWest on this route, but the registration on this one, as you can see, is Air Wisconsin. So that is why this is operated by Air Wisconsin. And this one will also be doing the Chicago O'Hare turn. This one's just getting the bags loaded up and will soon be pushing back. We'll say this one just arrived in and they're loading off the bags. Also don't have a luggage loader there, so I guess the baggage handlers are going to get a workout. Here is the Northwest DC-9. This one is just taxiing out for service to Detroit. They only flew the DC-9 to Detroit and not to MSP. So that's the only one we're going to see, at least in these 2004, 2005 updates, which this one is, because I really don't have the models to any of the other years on departed flights. And I tried using the Wayback Machine, and it didn't really work. So unfortunately, that is just not going to be happening for us to get some years other than the ones that are on departed flights 2 or the original departedflights.com. And then finally, here we have the Northwest Airlink CRJ-200, brand new model here, even though it's really old, but brand new model to me. Beautiful model, absolutely love it. We're gonna get an interesting shot here. That's not good enough. I want to see how cool I can make this here. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. The winglet's kind of out of focus there, sorry about that. But here we have the Northwest Airlink CRJ-200. This is operated by I think it's Pinnacle. Maybe it was Masaba. It was one of those two. Pretty sure it was Pinnacle, though, that operated these to MSP. The CRJ-200 only flew at MSP. So, yeah, that's where this will be going. They'll also be doing the MSP turn. So, I just kind of have these makeshift air stairs out of the stairs that are on the jet bridges here. And I also have that on the United CRJ-200. Just because I fear they probably... I normally just have them pretend like they're using the stairs that come equipped with the CRJ-200. But I figure most places don't do that because they're kind of, you know, nice and don't want to have the potentially disabled customers walk up all those steep stairs, so they would bring on the air stairs for it to be easier. But with that, that will do it for this update of Retro Kalamazoo. I'll work on getting this terminal more accurate, but there isn't really much info online. And so I don't really know. Maybe if I have some Kalamazoo viewers out there who remember what the airport looked like back in the early 2000s, you can help me out on that to see if this is accurate in the slightest or how I can improve it. I would really appreciate it. But that is it for this update, and likely the next Kalamazoo update that I will record will be a present-day Kalamazoo update, and it will feature Avelo's new service. So I'm very looking forward to that. But until then, I'll see you tomorrow as always. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen.